I have with me Mr. Jagannathan Balaji, the President and CEO of RiverSilica. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a great show we have. If you could tell us, it's been how long for RiverSilica being a part of this event?
We actually were founded 5 years back as a company, but 3 years since we've been here in this show. And it's been fantastic for us. And being an India company, India product company, we are a make in India, made in India company, so to say, in the current parlance. We've been participating for the past 3 years.
Mr. Balaji, it seemed it's a really good time for India, fourth in the world in terms of telecom, second with regards to internet penetration and smartphone. Do you think this is really the grand time of India?
Well, yes. For the fact that it's a pent-up demand, we've not been exploiting this. The middle class, the population, everything that's been going on, we have not been, exploiting that. I mean, exploiting is a bad word to use. We have not been, able to take advantage of that. Not to forget, we're the largest content producer in the world. Because, the movies that we make, everything that we make, telecom put together, it's a compelling story for us. From entertainment, education, religion, wherever you want to reach people visually, I think this is a great time to go.
So according to you, what is the future of broadcasters in India?
See, there are, it's a pretty interesting thing. Who's a broadcaster is a question that needs to be asked, right? A broadcaster is somebody today who wants to do content distribution. The content distribution actually is in a way that I have a special content, I become a broadcaster. And the mediums are also changing. It's not a linear medium that's going to, do things around. It's going to be, through somebody wants to see only on tablet, somebody wants to see only on a particular network, somebody wants to see only at a particular time. So I can start catering to that particular segment if I want to. So the broadcaster definition today is changed right now. So that's what is interesting about it. And the future is going to be a definitive broadcaster, so to say. It's a changed terminology. That's how I would look at it as far as broadcaster is concerned. So, I can have a channel, cooking show, which is webcast, not going into the standard TV channel. So nothing like it. So that's how the future is going to be, and that's how the broadcaster's profile is also changing.
So this brings me to the second question. What's the future of video technology in India and globally? And do you think this would really be the next big thing?
There are multiple angles from which we need to look at. One critical angle that we need to look at is that where is the technology moving? The other is convenience angle. When I want to see what I want to see, where I want to see. That's what is convenience angle, right? The other is in terms of the quality of what I want to see. And the availability of what it is. Whenever I want to see, is it coming uninterrupted? I think these are the three areas where the world will start moving as far as the broadcasting is concerned. India per se is slowly moving from so-called services to a product move. Right? We are a company which is actually doing products in the video space and in the new age video space, which is like the OTT or whatever you want to call that, right? So I think there is this space that is opening up. Globally, there are technologies that are moving, and the newer generation technologies in terms of transmission are coming up. In both combinations, you look at it, India is a great place to play, and also the next generation, as I said, will move towards what I call as actually quality, which is Ultra HD. That's going to be a next generation technology. The second is where I want to see, right? Multi-screen, so on and so forth. How many of these days you don't find 50% of people, they watch what they want to watch on that laptop. So it's very, very clear where it is going. The third is availability, the content availability. I think that's where the next movement that is happening.
If you could tell us a little about your products that you have and what's the level of customization you have for the Indian customers.
Okay. See, the thing is, fundamentally, there is no customization that we need to do for Indian, people. The expectations of the Indians is as good as global. It's actually the global feature set that we put is a subset of the Indian setup, because we cater to so many things for an Indian customer set here that the international customer sets feature become just a part of it. That's the interesting aspect. So actually, if you pan a little bit here, these are a bunch of products that we have here, right? If you see, those boxes, they are actually made in India boxes. And these ones take video and then shape it up so that you can actually send it to multiple different screens. We actually call our product line as PIXFIX because we fix the pixels. That's basically what it is. And we have a very strong product mix. It caters to different set of customers in an Indian market segment and also international market segment. That's basically what it is.
So, according to you, it looks all good for the digital in India here. What's the next level? How do we go ahead and reach the next mile?
See, I guess, firstly, we need to make digitization. That's the most important aspect. And then using digitization to enhance the quality of life. I think that's the fundamental thing. See, creating a mere digital networking, internet working is not the first thing. The second is, how will you improve the quality of life? I guess if you can go there, that's the holy grail, or the next level.
All right, Mr. Balaji, if you could tell us something about this box. I think the name is Quick Fix.
It's called a PIXFIX.
PIXFIX, all right.
Yeah. See, this is PIXFIX. Actually, as I said, we're all believing in improving the quality of life for people. Just take this box, connect it to the camera, and then uplink it to either YouTube or a web page. You can actually take your birthday parties, or you can take it to your classroom. And if there is networking available, just connect this box and you can see your class lectures, anything that you want to. And these ones actually are crafted for India. The cost of the product, the features of the product, everything actually suits the Indian sensitivities and the needs for Indian market segment. So this is how we improve the quality of life.
And do you have such solutions for entire India, the two different Indias we have?
Yes, indeed. That's the interesting aspect, right? I mean, when we send video, we go as low as, in technical parlance, we call it as 32 kilobits per second, which means you can watch video on 2G. So that's where the Indian technology, sensitivity, local development, understanding the local concerns, and using local R&D really helps. And we are an India R&D company.
Last question here. What is your take on the emphasis which government is giving on public-private partnership? What would be your involvement in this government initiative?
Our involvement is, I think, when it comes to education, we want to be very closely involved because of the fact that we build these product. One of our product line goes to education market segment. I think what we need to do is to make sure that there should be a corporate social responsibility as a product manufacturer, that the way we actually structure the solution really helps the education institution to gain the maximum out of it. That's exactly how we need to build our CSR. And that's what we are going towards as well.